The chrysanthemum. Baltica white with large flowers and full leaves. We are guests at Beyond Chrysanthemums. In many places, even outside the Netherlands, known as the grower of this chrysanthemum variety. What makes their flowers, the garden where they grow, and the growers who cultivate them so special? To find answers to these questions, we start at the greenhouse.
A greenhouse is actually a fantastic innovation. A greenhouse is designed to extend the harvest season. And what do we do then? As long as we have sunlight from outside, the temperature inside is warmer. And that's why a greenhouse should be located in a place with plenty of sun, but also where it's cooler outside than what we need inside. Why? Because then, quite simply, if it gets too warm, you can just open the window a little and get the temperature exactly to the level you want. That simply allows us to create exactly the plant we need here.
The creation of the plant starts with placing the young cutting in a tray with potting soil. Initially, the cuttings were delivered in trays with soil, but thanks to our own innovation, this changed and a large number of truck trips were no longer necessary. But something else was at least as important.
When a plant is in a box, in the dark, in a cold storage, in a truck, then that plant experiences stress, and when it's stressed, it doesn't grow. It doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't grow, then we're putting energy into it, or sunlight into it, without getting anything in return. So what are we trying to do? The little plants arrive here, and from day one, we try to give them the best possible light. They get the best potting soil, with the most air, moisture, and nutrients, and a wonderful place to grow. After that, we make sure the planting is so good that when they leave the greenhouse with flowers, they are planted the same day, so they are never left waiting or stacked somewhere. No, they are put back in the same evening, on the very same day. The plants grow all day until they bloom beautifully. And once they bloom, we put them to sleep as quickly as possible. We do this by cooling them down and by giving them a protected environment so they can reach the customer in the best possible condition. We grew up in a time when a lot was changing and horticulture scaling up, bigger greenhouses, more efficiency, and customers who were getting larger and larger. And we saw only one way to survive that. That's why in 2009, we started this nursery here, where everything is super optimized. And the fun part is that now we're also looking for new ways. How can we go any further into this? So how can we reuse waste materials? How can we just actually reduce everything we leave as a footprint in this world? How can we reduce that then? Maybe make it more positive? And that is a very nice quest. This was my grandfather's greenhouse, still made of wood with putty and glass. Everything by hand. This is my grandfather. Grandfather Kees Duivenstein. Here you see my father in his younger years, still with black hair. This is the first chrysanthemum harvesting machine that was used to make the bunches. It really was the first one. This was truly an innovation in chrysanthemum cultivation, where we were already leading the way in automating chrysanthemum processing. Everything has changed. The chrysanthemums, in the past, they were only packed in 519 bucks, and now they're also wrapped and all shipped out, so it's become completely different. Web shops have been added, and you didn't have to report all the prices before either. I just wrote it on a piece of paper. We just saw how it went. So everything has changed. No, I really appreciate your offer, but thank you.